When tears don't just roll down your cheeks but grip your throat, when horror stops being fiction and transforms into a metaphor for reality, something greater than cinema is born. In his debut film The Wailing, Spanish, El Lanto, Pedro Martín-Calero immerses the viewer in a world where fear becomes both intimate and societal. Here, genre boundaries blur. This is not just a horror film. It's a cry for help framed in cinematic artistry. The story unfolds across 3 episodes, each named after its central character: Andrea, Camila, and Marie. At the core of the narrative are women bound by an invisible evil. This malevolence takes many forms. It echoes as a heart-wrenching wail, lurks in the shadows, or manifests as terrifying apparitions. The metaphor is crystal clear. These are not mere supernatural forces, but embodiments of violence and fear that have haunted women throughout history. Each protagonist represents not just a character, but a reflection of generations burdened by societal oppression. Andrea, played by Spanish screen star Esther Exposito, is a modern-day student whose smartphone captures a shadow invisible to the naked eye. Camila, a young filmmaker from the 1990s, searches for inspiration amidst the architectural shadows of La Plata, Argentina, only to uncover something far more sinister. And Marie, a mysterious French woman, anchors the narrative with her tragedy as its haunting refrain. Martín-Calero masterfully employs the visual language of cinema, transforming architecture, light, and sound into key storytelling elements. The film's frames could be mistaken for works of modernist art. The geometry of space intertwines with an unsettling play of light, and sound emerges as a character in its own right. The visual aesthetic recalls the works of masters like Ari Aster, Hereditary, Midsommar, or Robert Eggers' The Witch, yet it retains a distinct European sensibility. One standout scene sees the camera gliding through an empty corridor, its walls seemingly soaked in the echo of wailing. This moment is not only a showcase of visual brilliance, but also an emotional crescendo. The audience becomes a prisoner of fear, trapped in a labyrinth of sound and space. If the film falters, it is in its occasional overexplicitness. Martín-Calero seems wary that his audience might miss the point, frequently emphasizing the metaphorical nature of the story. Rather than allowing viewers to feel the weight of the unseen evil themselves, he metaphorically takes their hand, pointing out, "Look, this is about patriarchy." This excessive directness sometimes disrupts the atmosphere, creating a sense that the director is too eager to explain his intentions. Plot inconsistencies also occasionally hinder immersion. The shadow, which sometimes follows established rules and at other times breaks them for dramatic effect, leaves questions unanswered. The Wailing is far from perfect, but its imperfections underscore its authenticity. This is a film where the aesthetics of horror meet emotional depth, with every frame serving as a challenge to societal norms. It terrifies and consoles in equal measure, reminding viewers that fear is not just about darkness, but also about the possibility of overcoming it. Martín-Calero may not yet have reached the heights of his idols, but his debut hints at a remarkable future. The Wailing is more than just a movie. It's an experience that lingers in your soul, like an echo that refuses to fade even after the lights come back on.